What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I hope everybody's having a great week so far. All right, guys, I've been saying there's water on Mars, and I've been saying this for quite a few years, right? I've also been saying there's a water cycle on Mars. All right, so you guys may have not seen this particular video, although I think I actually featured it in part of my video, at least a small piece of it. And this guy here is actually interviewing this gentleman in the back. His name's Ryan. Ryan is just one of the guys on the team that works on a Curiosity rover. His particular job on this Curiosity was to work on the drill and the drill mechanism itself. But what he says is, and I'm going to let you guys watch this or watch the whole video, it's up to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the link, and you'll see it up above, but I'll also leave that for you guys. You know that's how we roll on this channel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a timestamp. And you can see it right here. It's at 4:30, and I'm going to have you guys go to 6:55. The reason why I went a little early on this is like 4:30. He talks about the drill, which segues into what he says. And what he says is, yes, we found that there's a water cycle close to the surface of Mars, as well as in Gale Crater. Imagine that, right? And I've been saying this for quite a while. Of course, this was in, I think, 2015. Yeah, it was in 2015. But I've been saying it before that. Anyway, so there's also, if you guys haven't seen this, right here, and you can go up to the top of the page, and you can see it right here. This is Space in Images, and you've got ESA, of course. Right here it says, Water Express detects water buried under the South Pole of Mars, which it's really not the South Pole. You can see it right here. If we zoom into it, in fact, I want to really zoom in so you can really see it. It says permanent polar ice cap, which I've already told you guys, it expands or grows and then shrinks in the warmer temperatures, just like here on Earth. But what they did was over here, just next to it, off the bottom, it says 200 kilometers, and you can see what they have expanded here, right here. And on the left-hand side, you've got the actual, where they're showing, this is the surface right there, and it says South Polar layered deposits, ice and dust layers, and the brightest radar echoes suggest liquid water. Now, what's funny about it is, on some of the articles it shows it, or tells it about it, but it's actually 12 miles in a swath of underground. 12 miles. We're not talking about 30 feet. 12 miles of this. Now, they said that the radar can only detect water if it's at least a foot deep. So we know it's at least a foot deep, if not more, right? So anyway, you guys can go down to this. And I'm going to give you a couple links to this page, and you guys could check it out and read it. I mean, you can see right here, 29 dedicated observations were made between 2012 and 2015 in the Planum Austral region at the South Pole using the Mars Advanced Radar for Subsurface and Ionosphere Sounding an Instrument, or called Msss. A new mode of operations established in this period enabled a higher quality of data to be retrieved than earlier in the mission. On one of my recent videos, I said, these guys are going to find a body of water on Mars. I even said that. I said, I predict it. It's coming. They're going to predict a body of water on Mars. Now, although this is not on the surface, but it is underground, let's jump into this because I think you're going to like this. There is surface water. You can see right here, Curiosity's billion pixel panorama, white balanced by JPL News. Now, I'm not sure if that's the person's username or actual JPL News. Really doesn't matter. Credit goes to them for doing this, and I appreciate them doing the work and stitching these things together. If you guys are not familiar with this area, this is called Rocknest. Now, Rocknest has some crazy things in it. You guys got to just go over this little by little by little. But what you do is take a piece of it, if you're interested in a certain area, put it in Photoshop and get the real color, right? And you'll see what I mean in a moment. But the area that we're interested in is over here. See how you can get this gray? Well, it's got it on this side as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in, and right here you can see the wheel tracks. See, I'm going off here into the background. That's what we're going to concentrate on. And just to the right of it, I'm going to show you this right here. Well, let's make it full screen. And then you can see it going this way, back over this way. Just to the right of it, look at this area. This is a puddle of water right here. And what you're seeing is a rock in the water. And what you're seeing is a reflection and not an actual shadow. And you're going to see what I mean in a moment. See how this is very dull looking? There's really no sharpness to it. But I don't need to have that. I can see it's shiny right here all around this rock. See it? So that's telling me that's water, and I'm going to show you this a lot better. You've got other rocks here, which is not a rock. There's so much to see in these photos, guys. All you got to do is just slowly comb over these things, and you'll find some crazy things in here. We've also got this other object behind it, and we're going to jump into that right now. So let's make the screen smaller. We're going to jump into Photoshop. Like I said, guys, this is crazy because I've been saying this. I said they're going to find a body of water, and sure than heck, there you go, right? They found it. So although it's subsurface, doesn't matter, right? And now I want to show you, like I said, this to me, this is a puddle. And if I had to guess, I'm going to say 6 to 8 feet wide. What do you think, guys? If we look at the other photo, go back to right here, you can see how wide the rover is. You can see the wheel tracks. And over here, I'd say it's about 6 to 8 feet in width. Now, let me show you what I've got here, because I think you guys are going to like this. Now, what we want to do is get this to the normal color, if we can, instead of this pukey crap color, and brighten up a bit. And this is what we've got. Now, all I got to do is zoom in, guys. Look at this. You can see what it kind of looks like. Sand there, but of course they were trying to make it look like this, right? And look at this. It's shiny as hell around it. Let's just look in comparison to this other so-called rock, which I don't believe is a rock at all. But see how you can see the shadow under this? Okay. That shadow there, there's nothing shiny about it. It's dull, and you would expect to see that on dirt, right? The other thing is I want you to notice about this particular rock is right here. Notice how, let's just zoom in a little bit. You've got what looks like nice rectangular lines to this thing going like this. Nice 90-degree angle going over here. And you're going to see this in a minute. They've got what looks like 2 lines going down like this. And so it almost looks like some kind of U-shaped kind of lines or designs in this thing, along with what looks like an eye, or at least, I don't mean like literally an eye, but it could very well be. It could be a statue of some sort. It could be a machine of some sort. No clue. But you can see that now. See that? And you can see the lines coming down. Let's brighten it up a little bit. And you can see what looks like a smaller circle there, and it almost looks like an outline or something larger around that particular circle. But right here, I'm just going to go ahead and do it now, over it. Kind of does that. Has this rectangular shape going like this. Now, to me, that doesn't look at all natural. I don't know what you guys think, but check this out. I'll get it a little bit bigger here for anybody who's on the smaller devices. Okay. That to me doesn't look natural. I'm seeing like designs or some kind of lines in this thing, like this rectangular shape here, and these lines, and 2 of them coming down like that. All right, getting back to this rock, check this out. When we brighten it up, I'm going to show you this because this is cool. If you have a good monitor or a good phone, look at this carefully, because right here in this section, it looks like it's got like a shape right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it does this. And it's a nice round circle. But anyway, you can see what looks like another cutout right here, almost in the same height. See it? That's not quite that wide. It was actually over here, somewhere over here. But anyway, it almost looks like a complete reflection. See how like it's kind of like it's an indentation in that rock, or if it looks like some kind of, like the rock goes like this. Like in other words, it's not completely straight down. And what you see is the same thing here. You can see right here, goes up like this and then back down. Now, this looks like it goes a hair bit higher and drops down and goes like this. And you can almost see that reflection in this. You can literally see that right there, of almost the same area right here. That's telling me that's a reflection, guys. That is in no way a shadow. That's more like a reflection. And I can tell just by looking at that. Again, you can see most of the shininess is right here. Now, check these other objects out. This here looks like it has almost like 2, like kind of these, like U-shape, almost looks like a pair of eyes. Look at it, you can see something right dead center of that. Goes like this, comes down like this. Whatever the hell this thing is, this is weird looking, man, but it's cool at the same time. Look at this. Goes up, goes across. Almost looks like it has this elongated mouth, like this slot, a nose, and 2 eyes. Now, I'm not sure that's what it is. It may be my pareidolia playing games here, but that is just weird looking. And just over to just above it, right here, this object, going like this, and it looks like there's something else behind this right here. Goes down like this, goes across, comes back down. And then this thing in the back here, I don't know if this is all connected or one, but check out these white slabs it looks like going across. See that? I'm not sure what to make of that, guys, but now I think this here, this right here is the actual stitch line. You can see it right here. I don't know if you can see that right there. This is the stitch line. So that's why I don't believe that this is, I think this is all one piece this way. Coming down, goes across, comes back down. And you can see the other one going back down like this. 1, 2, 3. But this thing actually goes back. Well, I didn't put it in the right spot. going down like this, goes across. I don't know what the hell that thing is, guys, but whatever that is, that don't look natural. Here's another object I think you guys will like. It's kind of hidden. I can't tell if this is hidden by nature or if this is something they're doing to it. But there's a piece right here. I don't know if you can see this, but check this out. Right there, going up. Looks like something blue coming. It looks like right there. I mean, you can see something blue right here, but check this out. This is what I'm noticing right here. Right here is a nice 90-degree angle going like this. Almost like this whole thing is white. This whole thing inside here is white. And then you've got this piece sticking out, and it actually ends up over here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Comes out way out to here. End of it. But it has this. Stops right there and then goes like this. And like I said, it has a 90-degree angle type thing. So whatever that is either buried by dirt naturally or it's something they covered up. Look at the way this so-called rock looks. This is kind of weird. Looks like it goes like this. Goes across the front of it. Has a ridge right here. Goes like this. Runs right down. Goes down. Looks like there's a nice round circle on there. And I'm hoping that you guys have these HD phones and computers and stuff like that. You can see this a whole lot better. And of course, make sure you're running in HD. You can select that right there under the video. Just some crazy things in here. I'm not saying none of these are rocks, guys. Of course there are. There's plenty of rocks I see here. But there's also things strewn around here. Like this thing here. I don't know what the hell this thing is. It goes like this. But there's something white, appears to be almost boxy type thing, sticking out of this. See that? Anyway, guys, I'm not going to take too much longer on this. My apologies for not getting a video out sooner. But, you know, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to make another video for you guys, and we'll put it out sooner than usual, just so because you guys had to wait so long for it. Hey, what the hell, right? Anything for the subs. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Always appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one.